I'm talking about this young man you are seeing here. This boy just graduated from the university, and he is waiting for his call-up service, for youth service, when all of a sudden he went missing, and up till now nobody has been able to tell us where this boy is. They've not been able to locate this boy. When this boy went missing, his matter was reported to the police, and the police started investigating. And then the girlfriend told the police that when this boy went to this particular church, she had called him, and the boy had told her that he was at this very particular church. And that was how the police went to this church to look for this boy, to investigate, to know whether this boy actually came to this church. And it was discovered that this boy went to this very particular church. It is a white garment church. And then they started investigating, and then they found out that the boy made some transaction. Nobody is sure if it was the boy that made this transaction or whether it is the church owner who made this transaction after the boy disappeared. They are still looking for this boy. So when the police asked this man how he got this money, he said the boy donated this money to the church, that it is Owo Idupe, money for Thanksgiving. But up till now, this boy has not been found. And information we had earlier, allegedly, was that the body of this boy was discovered buried near the church premises. But the police is now saying that the information we had earlier about the body of this boy being found buried near the church premises is false. They never found the body of this boy buried near the church. So we don't know what is actually going on. As per the police, they are still searching for this boy, and I pray that this boy is found. You can imagine what the parents of this boy will be going through after sending your child to school. The time you are supposed to be reaping from your child is nowhere to be found. I just want to warn us to be very, very careful where we go to. Now, this boy, he went to this very particular church, and from that day nobody has heard from him. Nobody has seen him. I'm sure he went to this church probably to pray. A church is supposed to be a place of sanctuary, a place of succor, a place of safety. But these days, churches are no longer what it used to be. We've heard cases of a whole lot of horrible things happening inside churches, a place that is supposed to be a house of God. Churches are no longer the house of God. The earlier you know this, the better. You can remain in your house and seek the face of God. God will also answer you there and then. But if you think if you stay at home, God is not going to hear your prayers, if you are going to church, please be very, very careful. Nobody is going to tell you not to go to church. But when you go to church, please don't keep your brain at home. Go to church with your brain intact and be very, very vigilant and aware of what is going on in the church. Because if not, that is how you walk into the lion's den and you may never come out alive. I pray this boy is found, but I have my doubts that this boy is still very much alive. A lot of all these men of God and all these women of God hide under church to perpetrate evil. I told you my experience too when I was still at the Deeper Life Bible Church, when I was told you can't marry your husband because you've not dreamt or seen vision concerning him. You can imagine church stopping you from getting married, and you have to wait for many, many years before getting married to this same person that you were told initially that you cannot get married to because you have not dreamt or seen vision concerning him. This is what goes on in the church. Meanwhile, pastors' children don't go through all these hassles that we go through as ordinary members. Please borrow yourself some brain when you are going to any church. Please be very, very vigilant. Don't leave your brain at home. Go with your brain intact, and you don't necessarily have to go to church for God to answer your prayers. You can stay at home and pray, and God will still answer your prayers. Please, let's be watchful out there. Let's be careful out there. The days are full of evil. Churches are no longer what it used to be. And if you discover at any point in time that this is not the right place, please run. Run for your dear life. I pray this boy is found. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.